What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Dash today. Here we are down about 10% on the day. It is the first day of December. Here we are about 6 hours, 28 minutes left in this day here, sitting at $48. We are officially in the range, technically, that we've established as a potential buying zone for Dash. Now, I do think we have a little bit lower to go. I think a lot of cryptos probably do. We might see some volatility in the meantime. And again, as we said back here, if we go up, that doesn't mean we're bullish, right? We're very cautious of any highs, lower highs, because we likely will still go lower. I'm convinced that we have lower to go. It is completely possible this is the low, though. If we take this low to this high, or was it it was a different one, wasn't it? Let's see, hold on, weekly time frame. Yeah, it was this low to this high. I mean, we're at the 0.5 area. $51 was the minimum target. We could find support right here. It's pretty uncommon to go from your 382, your 236. Oops, what's going on here? 236, and then below your 0.5 and not, I don't know what's going on here, guys. It's like glitching out. And then not go below the golden ratio. Let me say that again because I get interrupted by the glitchiness of TradingView for some reason. It's very uncommon to do the 382, 236 rejection like this. Go below the 0.5, find support there without hitting the golden ratio. Right now, there's a very statistical, large probability that we do hit the golden ratio before we see any kind of meaningful recovery. That doesn't mean we can't recover. We can see a lower high before seeing a lower low. That can happen. So be apprehensive to that. And we're going to look for that in the charts. We're going to see if there's any suggestions that we do find support here. We are at prior resistance, to be completely fair. And also from a high to a low, you have dropped overall 68% without, I shouldn't say without giving any of it back. You actually did have some sizable pumps here. I mean, you're at a point where you really could see some sizable recovery, but I still believe that Dash pushes down to something around $40 or lower, personally. With that being said, though, this is the first time in a couple of weeks that we've actually said, okay, I think we're at a good price to buy. This is a quote-unquote safe area. If you can deal with a little bit of pain, I think it's still a good time to maybe DCA, but if it was me, I'd probably wait. Right, if I'm expecting the price to go just below $40, maybe to $34, something like that, I personally, my style, I would probably start buying as soon as we're below $44, below like this weekly low close here. I don't mind sitting through some pain. I'd rather sit through some pain than miss out on the pump entirely. And there will be a pump back. There will be a pump back that takes Dash back above 90, back above 100, and beyond even this high. I very much believe in that. But at the moment, we're just pulling back probably to the golden ratio to find support. Prior areas of resistance here, prior areas of support here, all within the golden ratio zone. Prior resistance, prior support right there. It's all right there in that zone. That's where we're going to go. We look at the 1 hour time frame. We zoom in here. Delete our indicator there. Look at the indicators here. 1 hour time frame looking at the RSI. We do have bullish divergence. Oh no, we don't have bullish divergence. We have hidden bearish divergence. This actually suggests we go lower. Let's look at Dash with some volume on it. We'll look at it on Coinbase. I mean, I like the RSI. I don't like the relationship with the price. Makes me think that we go lower. You got higher highs with lower highs. That's not a good look. Stochastics look like they're rejecting and the MACD's bearish. I guess we're going lower. Yeah. Probably by the time you guys watch this video, we'll be lower than 48 bucks. 4 hour time frame, very bearish RSI, very bearish stochastics, and the MACD also sucks. So all suggesting lower prices. What I will say is this: if we do pump, if I'm wrong and we don't move lower rather immediately, maybe we move lower. We're at 47.90 right now. Maybe we move down to 46. It's not that much. Maybe we move down to 45. It's not that much compared to where we are from here. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised, and I am anticipating that we do see some type of a lower high, some type of recovery. Maybe it takes us right up to here where we found resistance before, right at $55. We stopped there. Maybe it takes us right here where we found some support before and we found some resistance right here, right there at about $62. We stopped there. Regardless, whatever the outcome might be, whether we stop here or we stop here, we're going to have a lower high, and likely that would push us down to this $40 to $34 area that we're ultimately expecting. If we don't see this lower high, we're just going to go there right now, but I'm kind of anticipating that happens first, okay? But even still, maybe we go, probably by the time you guys watch this video, based off the indicators, we'll see slightly lower prices from here. Daily time frame. The RSI is on a mission, man. It's on a mission. Its mission is to get down to the oversold zone. Once we get to it, whether it's just into it, just above it like this, right on it like this, whatever the interaction will be, that will be whenever I'm starting to really consider that the low is in. But we're not there yet. We're very close, but we're not there yet. By the way, if you're taking that and you're thinking, oh, I'll just put that in my back pocket, anytime the RSI is at the oversold zone, that means it's time to buy. No. But for Dash, this is because of everything else that we've looked at and because of everything else that we assume, that I assume to believe, this oversold area should directly correlate with the golden ratio. So we're not just using that. Don't think that you can look at a chart and then see some kind of trend and be like, oh, this will end as soon as we hit the oversold zone. It's not like that, okay? For this instance, it is. But it's not that cut and dry. Don't think you know something just because you're taking a snippet of what somebody else is saying, okay? I want to be clear. I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm not saying that to be mean or cocky or make myself sound smart. I don't care. I'm saying that because I've been in the position of listening to YouTubers before, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was talking about. I had no clue. I was a novice, and I took a snippet of what they said, and I thought I knew what they were talking about. Now I got wrecked. I'm saying this now not to be arrogant, but to prevent people from losing their asses. If you think you know something because of something that I just said, a little snippet, you're wrong, okay? In this case, yes, I do expect that as soon as we get to the oversold zone, I bet that will be the moment we bounce. It'll look just like this, or just like this, or just like this. It'll look just like one of those lows. We're probably not going to go a terrible bit down below there. But again, the only reason I believe that and that I'm saying that confidently is not because of the RSI, but because of everything else that we've looked at. Because that seems to be exactly the distance that we would have if we were to go lower. I'm focusing on that because I don't want to see people get wrecked. We do have bullish divergence on the MACD. Bullish divergence on the MACD. No bullish divergence on the stochastics. That's okay. We don't need it on the stochastics for the RSI. We have it on the MACD. That's nice. We can definitely form more bullish divergence and we can proceed lower. I am expecting overall, just to wrap things up, I am expecting overall that we move up probably around anywhere from, let's say, $53 to $65 maybe, somewhere around there. Somewhere in this range for resistance, and then we probably pull back down ultimately to something that is just below $40 but above $34 for support, and then we will rally. I've got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.